I started playing guitar to this horse to connect with it. I started talking to it. I see them as a soul. In a week's time, I caught the horse. Hello everyone that's watching. This is the first podcast of the year. So I met Berlin at an awesome ceremony, and it was a magical moment. I feel it was a very synchronistic moment, and yeah, we just connected really well. I found out he's an actor, which blew my mind, and then he found out I work with horses. Yeah,
which I think is so beautiful.
Oh, thank you, brother. All right, today we have a song that I wrote during the ceremony, which I haven't written a song in years. Like right after I wrote it, Berlin came up, and then he was the first person to hear this song. Really pushed a lot of emotions out of me. It felt like the first time I actually felt that true feeling about caring for myself in a certain way. Yeah.
It's something that I won't forget. Sunday afternoon, third day of the retreat, and super hot. First time I ever tried San Pedro, and I was running around, and to the corner of my eye, I see you sitting there playing the guitar, and this backdrop with the trees, or the leaves around you, and the grass, and the sun, the beautiful sun on you. And there was like a caravan next to you too.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just saw the back
I
of you.
remember that.
Yeah. As I walked closer and closer to you, it just looked like a movie frame. And when I got there, you looked at me and you were playing the song that you just wrote, and I think you might have said to me like, I just wrote this.
Yeah.
You know, you're the first one to hear this. Yeah. And it was really a special moment. It was an honor to sit down and hear you play that for me.
It was an honor to have you there to listen to it, brother. So this is the song. Now, just letting everyone know, I haven't written a song in years again. This is the original writing of it. I rewrote the song. I did change some lyrics around. And what we're going to do today is we even have your singing coach going.
Yeah, we do.
Timed at a synchronistic time again.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So let's play around with it and just make music and have some fun.
So this song is by Jecerey Miranda, and it's called "I Love You."
That's it. Yeah.
That's it.
I love you. I remember after I sang the song to him, he was like, "I love you too, brother." I was like, "Yeah, it's beautiful." I'm just trying to remember it in my head. Okay, I remember it now.
Nice.
All right, I'm ready. Feel free to sing along. I've been so lost, don't know why, can't really find a home, and I can feel my heart so far apart, 'cause lately I've been so cold. Where are the souls that feel it all? Pain to let it go, 'cause I love you, want you to be free, and I love you, want you to be
Okay, good.
That's the song.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's developed since then.
Yeah, it's changed a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I was on the peak of San Pedro. So it was like coming up
Yeah.
sort of towards the peak.
Yeah.
It was a bit hard to write and play. And then, yeah. I'll tell you what I was going through in the San Pedro
Yeah.
thing and what was coming out.
Yeah.
Well, I think you were feeling that too, like feeling a bit lost.
Still.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah, still feeling a bit lost, and also trying to find like that feeling of home, that feeling of belonging within my soul. Yeah, then I wrote like I can't feel my heart. So like sometimes it's hard to feel, and because it's hard to feel, sometimes you get a bit cold, you know, and it's not that you mean to, it's not that I mean to, but it just happens like that. And then where are the souls to feel it all? I felt like where we were in that ceremonial space, there was like a lot of souls that really feel each other, but you don't get that in a normal environment. Like in a normal world, we're not really feeling each other's emotions and getting into all that stuff. Pain to be strong when I can let it go. That's like when you're on like Mother and then you're going through like pain and traumas and all that stuff.
Pain to be strong.
Yeah. So
When
you
I
have
can
to
let
go
it
through
go.
the pain. Sort of like the thorn. Yeah. You have that thorn within you. To let it go, you have to go through and feel it and take out the thorn, which hurts and causes the wound.
For those that are listening, could you describe what the ceremony is about?
The ceremony was Ayahuasca and San Pedro. Like I've been to a few, but that one was really like, that one was quite mind-blowing compared to a lot of other ones.
You've been to a few.
Yeah.
This was my first time.
Yeah, that was your first time.
And it was mid-December last year.
Yeah.
And we met at this ceremony.
Yeah.
And for you?
For me, like I've done ayahuasca or forms of ayahuasca around 22 times before that. And then San Pedro, I don't know, 12 or 15 or something like that. In different settings, and I'm not saying like one's necessarily better than the other, but this one definitely had more love and light and that type of music. And the type of musical talent that came through for the healing was insane.
Right.
Yeah, for me anyway. Because usually...
From the shaman.
Yeah, from the shaman. Because usually like you have a shaman, even in like if you go to the jungle, you'll have one like... And they're just chanting.
Yes.
Or you have one drumming, chanting. Like... And then they'll be channeling voices, channeling tongues and all that stuff. And you're going through that. But this one was like... The dude had some mad skills. Like he was playing the didgeridoo, the shruti box, drumming at the same time, pulling out Native American voices, pulling out like Siberian voices, pulling out all these different things from all this. And he had an effects machine connected to all that. So his voice will go 3 times, the drums will go 3, the didgeridoo will go.
That's insane.
So I was like, whoa, like... Yeah, this is gonna be a journey because, he's got his own songs and music. Yeah, it was insane. The chorus was "'Cause I love you and I want you to be free." It's like it's hard to sometimes tell that to yourself or feel that for yourself. Like I feel like I thought I love myself. I thought I care about myself. I did actions towards caring about myself and loving myself, but I never felt it. You know what I mean? Like really feel that. And when I felt it, I just had to write it down into a song.
When you were writing this song, you could feel it.
Yeah.
The love.
Yeah, the love for... it's like a love that it's not coming from somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, usually you'll feel love because, you know, your mum loves you, your partner loves you or something like that. And you feel like, or someone's caring about you or something like that. But this was like just coming from within or the universe or coming from... the earth, you know, and you just felt it like, okay, this is what I need to work on to become a better person. I believe like I need to learn to feel this for myself. If I feel this for myself, I'll be making better conscious choices towards just my future because I'm making choices that go towards loving myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Can I read the lyrics?
Yeah, definitely.
I've been so lost, don't know why. Can't really find a home, and I can't feel my heart. So far apart, 'cause lately I've been so cold. We are the souls that feel it all, pain to let it go. 'Cause I love you, want you to be free, and I love you, want you to be with me. I forgot where my home was for a long, long time. It was right inside of my heart. That's where I'm gonna find. 'Cause I love you, want you to be free, want you to be with me. You're really inspired
Yeah.
when you read this.
I was really feeling it. I think we were all feeling it.
Yeah.
On that journey. Yeah.
You want to tell us about your love for horses?
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you the crazy story of how it all came about, because I feel like that was synchronistic, and it was a strange story of, because I came from a world where one, I was doing, like, people know me for media arts. I was doing like videos for festivals, and it was all about partying and trance music and raves and all of that. And then I went to Philippines, and that changed me a bit, switched me. It sort of did something to my heart, and then made me go into more the spiritual realm. And I started working in the spiritual industry. And then from there, I was led to doing like photography and all that. But I was still feeling like lost in my path, and I wasn't into horses before. But then my missus was actually playing Red Dead Redemption. You know the game? Yeah, she was playing that game, and in that game, she was like, I was like, oh, you can catch horses? I was like, what? And there was this one specific horse. I played the game just to, because I wanted to catch this specific horse, this Arabian. It's like a special horse, and then you have to like get through the game to a certain stage just to try to catch it. After I caught it, I was like, can you do this in real life? Like, can you actually catch wild horses? Like, how crazy does that sound? But in this game, they're doing it, and they must have been doing it back then, right? I did some research, and I find out Australia actually has a lot of wild horses. We're actually in the country that people did that, or some people still do that. They call it Brumby running.
Brumby.
Yeah, Brumbies.
Running.
So like Brumbies are wild horses in Australia. I mean, the sad part now is a lot of them are getting shot because population control. But that sort of like awakened me. I'm like, wait, I'm living in the country and in the state where they have wild Brumbies, and people have gone and caught them. But I don't work with horses. I don't do anything with horses, and I love animals.
And we're talking how long ago?
This would have only been like 2 years to a year and a half, I reckon. Yeah, not too long ago. And then
because I was under the impression that
you've been doing it for years.
You're a veteran. You know,
well,
been at this
in a
10 years.
In a weird way, there's some people who have been around horses for their whole life, but they haven't clocked in the same type of hours that I did. Because how I thought of it was, even with riding, some people have been riding since a child, but they've been riding an hour a week, right? So if I spent 4 hours a day for 10 days, that's...
You do that in what people do in a year.
Yeah, close to around there. So I had that mentality. It's like, okay, they've been working on horses for a long time, but I can clock in more hours than them. And the reason why I thought that is because the very first horse, I'll tell you the story how it all started.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
Because it'll make more sense.
Please.
I had a photography assignment, and I didn't know what the hell to do. I was like, in that point, you know, when you have an assignment and you're like, crap, what do I do? I have to take photos of myself and make content of myself that of something I'm not, right? And I was like, my cowboys are pretty cool, right? I didn't have a vaccine at that time, so I couldn't go to certain places to get photos done.
Okay.
So I ended up just going to hikes and going to the shops, and I have a photo of myself at the shop that's on Facebook right now of me as a cowboy, right? And I just went to a horse store and I was like, can I come in and wear some clothes and take a photo? And they're like, yeah. People still don't know that photo's from that, right? So I was doing that, and then I ended up at a forest near my house, so Lutterdeg. And while I was at that forest taking the last photo, so I was taking a photo of me as a cowboy lying down at a tree. My friend walks past, right? That works at the spiritual store.
And you didn't expect this?
No. Like, I was just like, oh, hey, what the hell? What are you doing here? And then we started talking, and I was like, I told him what I was doing. And he's like, you know who has horses? He's like, oh, this person, like a friend has horses that used to go to the store all the time. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. And he goes, oh, why don't you ask the boss for the number? So I was like, all right, yeah, I grabbed the number, got the number, started talking to them. And they're like, yeah, come along, meet some horses and all that stuff. I went there just for photos, and I ended up riding one. And I've been on a horse trails before, but it never sparked anything.
Yes.
But this, I was on a horse, and I still remember that time. And I'm like, wait, I can control this beast underneath me, do whatever I want to do, turn left, turn right, and it will do what I tell it to do. And it just blew my mind. I knew from that point, I was like, I have to do this. This is something I have to do, because it sparked like this big fire within me. And
how are you so good at it straight away? Because it's hard.
I used to ride motorbikes a lot. Yeah. And I used to be a bit of an adrenaline junkie, So I liked high intensity things. So like even though I'm bouncing around the horse and it's going a bit fast, I was able to keep my cool and my balance because I was enjoying myself. Does that make sense? So when you're enjoying yourself, I wouldn't say I was a great rider straight away, but I can handle a trot, I can handle that and then bounce around and still be okay. And I had some really cool photos from that. After that week, I went horse crazy. I went insanely.
You fell in love.
I fell in love, but like to the point that nearly was to my detriment, because I started buying horse equipment.
Like, straight away.
I started buying horse training equipment. I started buying all these things. I got some stuff for free from Gumtree, telling people, I have a horse and all this stuff, because I believed in my soul and I work with horses. I volunteered at one place, which I didn't get to have too much experience. But then I messaged every single place around me, and even like 2 hours away, to work for them for free to learn how to train horses.
Wow.
And every single one for those 2 weeks said no. I was so shattered, like every single one. And I went to my old boss, which is like my old mentor and a really good friend of mine. And I was telling him about that whole story, and he told me, and I can still feel that cut. He told me, I hate to be the voice of reason. He goes, Jecerey, I hate to be the voice of reason, but you are in no position to be owning a horse. And I was like, okay, I was studying at the time, and it made sense. It made logical sense. Everything. I was cut. I was like, shit, maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe I'm going too far with this. But literally, the day after, I get a message and said, hey, from that place that I did the horse pictures with, hey, the husband needed help with this thing. He's going through a lot of deep stuff, and I was working in the spiritual industry at the time. He just needed help. He needed something. So I went there, and he was going through like a bit of a suicidal time at the time. And I helped him. I did some ceremonial stuff. I didn't come with the intention of wanting anything, but I was listening to, while driving there, I was listening to Abraham Hicks, which is all about law of attraction. And, I got through a breakthrough with him. He was really happy with it. He poured out his soul, and he was like, how do I pay you for this? Because we have to pay you. And I'm like, look, if you give me money, I'm just going to give it back to you because I want to work with horses, right? That's what I told him. And I already spoke to the wife before that this is what I was doing, trying to find out a way to work with horses ever since the day I rode one of their horses. And what she said was, when I went back in, she's like, I already thought about this. We have a horse for you that you can work on. And I'm like, what? And this horse, his name was Ray. The last 3 letters of my name.
Jecerey
R-E-Y.
Ray.
Yeah. So and then there was like
Jecerey
there's a
Ray.
sign there of Ray, and I was like, what? And this horse,
Get outta here.
yeah, it was a golden Palomino horse, which
Palomino is
yeah, it means like it's a certain color, gold horse, but I think it was a quarter horse. And my zodiac sign is this gold horse.
no,
Gold, yeah.
no.
That's my zodiac.
You're the
chart.
horse, right?
Yeah, the horse. Yeah, you're a horse too.
Yes.
Yeah, well, actually, we're both gold horse because 1990. I'm pretty sure we're both golden horses.
I know that you're the horse, but
Yeah.
we're actually
Yeah,
gold horse.
Yeah, because they
Depending on
the
which
year.
every
Like
12 years is a different
different
color,
color, different element.
So
yeah.
so ours is gold horse.
Yeah, gold
and
horse.
Then you got
Then you got
a gold horse.
yeah. Then I got a gold horse, and I was gobsmacked. But the story of why,
Stunned.
yeah, the story of why they let me in the first place work with this horse is because it was uncatchable. For I think 8 months, one of their friends was trying to work with it, trying to gain its trust, trying to catch it, but could not do it, right? And for I think 4 or 5 years, it's never been caught. Even at the place that they got it from, obviously they had to try to get it to that location first. It wasn't caught for a few years too. The horse was, it seemed like an impossible thing. That's why they were like, yeah, you want to try it with a horse? Here's a horse. And even after the first person tried, another person was taking care of it, I think for 8 months to a year or whatever. And they were feeding it every day. They were connecting with it. They were doing all these things. They could not catch this horse, right? So they were like, you know what? Try if you really can. Like, but they were being optimistic, but at the same time, I truly believe they didn't think I can do it, right? Because like this people that's been in the horse industry their whole life, they've been in the horse industry their whole life, or 20, 30 years or whatever it is, and they couldn't catch this horse. Other people couldn't catch this horse. This person that's brand new, that, I'm just coming in from excitement, how can I catch the horse, right? I started playing guitar to this horse to connect with it. I started talking to it. I really spent a lot of time just connecting and bonding with it. In a week's time, I caught the horse. It took me 7 days. So for me, like, it might seem like, oh, he just started in this horse industry, in horse place. But like, I feel like some people are in the horse industry and you could be there your whole life, but you either have that thing where you can just feel their soul and understand them, or you have that thing where you see them as money, right? Because a lot of people see them as money. A lot of people see them as property. A lot of people see them as something fun to do or a pet. I see them as a soul. Like, I see them as a soul. And I think that's the reason why I was able to catch it. After 2 months of working with it every day, doing great groundwork, and then started learning proper horsemanship from a lot of people. Like, now I've studied, I reckon, 9 to 10 different horsemen.
Oh.
Yeah, I've studied a lot of different horsemen, from Wolf Schiller, Mark Langley, James French, Ryan Rose, Monty Roberts, just a ton of people. And I learned all their different styles, because I'm like, when I say I spend hours on this, if I'm not with the horse, I'm studying about the horse. You know what I mean? So that's how I can clock in more hours than other people. So if I'm spending 4 or 5 hours a day, I'm gaining my years fast. You know what I mean?
You're completely dedicated.
Yeah, completely dedicated in, and like, I know that to get really good at anything, you need 10,000 hours, right?
Yes.
So that's my mentality, and that's still my mentality now. But what happened after 2 months is they took the horse back, because they saw me taking video after I released some videos of it, doing really great work and healing and all that. They're like, oh, we want the horse back to do training and this and that. And I felt the energy shift towards me.
What do they want?
I think because it's a horse that everybody wants, because it's gold, but no one could acquire. No one could tame it. Everybody in that thing, all the kids that was going there, all the older people, everybody wanted this horse.
Wow.
But they were saying
You were the first.
yeah, and they were swearing at this horse. They didn't like it. They said this horse likes nobody. They said all these bad things about it. And then after I tamed it and got it good, poor horse. Now they're saying good stuff about it, right?
Right.
So it's my.
How old's this horse?
I reckon 7 years old now. But that was my quickest and biggest lesson about the horse industry. After I learned the horse industry is just like that. People are like that in the horse industry. There's a lot of people that are a bit snakes in the horse industry, and that's just how it is. And it's all because it's money, right? When there's big money involved, people can get cut loose without worrying about the emotional stuff. That got me to a point where I was heartbroken so much. I didn't want to own a horse ever again. Yeah, I was so heartbroken.
So you lost the horse?
Yeah, I lost the
They took it
horse. Yeah, I stopped going there. I sort of lost respect for them as well, you know. So I didn't want to be, because it took me like 45 minutes every day to drive there, and then 45 minutes back. And I was dedicating a lot of time. I was cleaning up its poop. I was doing everything, right? Not everything. It didn't need hard feed, but I was doing a lot of hard work for it. It took me like an hour or two, nearly every time I go there, to clean its shit and then and then put out its water with buckets. Like I was filling up its water with buckets. So I was doing hard work for it. And their deal was like practically they went from, oh, the horse is yours. If you leave, no one else is going to touch it. All these promises and all these things to, oh yeah, you have to tell us next time you come to the horse, but we still want you to do all the cleaning, like the poop. And I'm like, no, look, nah, I'm not doing this. I said, I'm going to focus on school. You know, I'm not going to get sucked in like that. You know, I don't want to be used as a person. But lucky, that was the perfect thing to happen. It broke my heart, but it needed to break my heart so I can go into this other place that was only 12 minutes from home. Yeah, and then I did 2 riding lessons there. And this was more like, the other place was a lot of feminine energy. It was a lot of females. It was a lot of that. This place was like dudes, like guys. Yeah. Like it was the whole different vibe. Yeah, and everyone was just straight, real, and just like, yeah, it is how it is. You know what I mean? More cowboy style, right? It was more, and it felt more like that. And I found out the riding coach that was teaching me for 2 days, he lived 5 minutes from my house, walk. He lived just over there. And I was like, what the hell? I ended up leasing a horse because I didn't want to own one. And because I leased a horse, I could ride it when I want, whenever I want, for a really cheap price, right? And I was like, okay, usually people pay like $80 to $120 for an hour riding lesson. Yeah. Right, and that's how it normally is. If you want to get good at riding, that's usually how it is.
Sure.
But I was like, I'm going to lease this horse and teach myself and clock in hours of riding. Hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. So I was paying like probably half of what one normal riding lesson was, and I was riding nearly every single day. In the rain, in the sunshine, doesn't matter what it was, I was riding, yeah. To the point that I was riding so much that the owner of the farm started paying me to ride horses for him, to ride his horses. So not only was I getting experience from that one horse, I was now getting experience from a whole 12 to 13 variety of horses. And they all have different personalities. They all ride differently. They all have different ways of movement. They all have different ways of how they want to be ridden. So I was learning a lot, and I was doing some groundwork training and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I did that for a while until the riding coach, he got bucked off his horse.
What is
I mean, the horse is like bucking and going crazy, and he ended up in hospital, and he nearly broke his arm. And within that time, I ended up being able to work at trail riding places up in Hillsville.
Yeah.
I worked at the horse racing places for 2 weeks, which I didn't like. But I had a lot of experience, and after he got bucked off, he didn't really want the horse anymore. He was pretty mad and angry at it. It was like, at times he said, I'm going to shoot it, this and that, but he wasn't really. He was just mad. He was angry because it practically ended his riding career. So he ended up giving that horse to me, which that horse has trained me to another level because I have trained the buck out of it. It sometimes still will buck, it sometimes still will go crazy, sometimes still will bolt and all these things, but it's working with a horse that I even called the professionals, like horse breaking professionals, and they didn't even want to, they literally messaged me and were like, oh, don't, like, there's so much other good horses, don't worry about this horse. Like, but I kept at it. I kept training him, and now he's good. And then I acquired 2 other horses, and now I've broken them in and given one to, I gave one to my partner, which is a really good horse. Yeah, Tiger. And
she rides?
She's learning. Yeah. And my the other horse, I sold it to a person that fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And now I'm always working with horses now. You know, from a video game, a dream, a fire, a desire, I want, to being told that this is a stupid idea, to being told that I'm in no position to own a horse, to being told, you know, and having said no to at least 50 places on the internet saying, no, we don't need anyone, no one letting me to come in because I'm new, to now having all that just from a burning fire.
Wow.
That's the story of. I don't think I've properly told that until now.
That's quite some story. No one could expect that.
No, like when
who's this guy, you know?
Yeah, when I started posting about horses, I would get laughing emojis. When I started posting about me wearing like cowboy hats, full laughing emojis. Like, what's this guy doing? And then out of nowhere, they see videos of me riding a horse really fast and like cantering, galloping, and they're like, "Oh, okay."
So, your look, is this what typical horse riders wear?
I was actually wearing.
So you probably didn't dress like this before.
No. The reason why I wore the hat the first time was for the photography thing.
Yeah.
You remember? To capture something that you're not. And I bought an actual Australian hiker's hat, which is more of a cowboy's hat. This is later on. I got this because it feels like more me. And that made me look like full cowboy. Like, people will look at me and like, this guy is like dressing up as a cowboy. I get some funny looks and that, but I know the power of manifestation, power of law of attraction. And isn't it funny that everyone looks at me and says cowboy, and then years like later on, I get given a horse named Cowboy. You know what I mean? So I feel like when you have enough brains and energy.
Which horse is called Cowboy?
The one that I own now. They're my horse now.
Cowboy.
Yeah. And everyone looked at me back then with my cowboy hat, saying, "Yeah, you look like a cowboy," saying that constantly and thinking of me until I was given a horse named Cowboy.
And it's funny how the other horse is called Ray.
Yeah, that was a beautiful horse. Like, that horse was something else. Like, when you see it shine in the sun, it would be actual gold. But that's the problem with gold. It's a blessing and a curse. You know, everyone wants gold. And then when everyone wants gold, the curse is bad energies, you know. Everyone's greed and all that stuff. So I knew when it came to that energy, I'm going to step away.
Yes.
If everyone else wants to be greedy, if everyone else wants this thing, it wasn't about having gold. It was about loving a horse, you know. If they want to be greedy and be like, oh, it's mine. All right, fine, it's yours. Like, legally it is yours. So it's all good.
How's Ray now?
I don't know. I haven't been back there. It felt like a breakup. Yeah. It felt like a breakup. It felt like I was just
like you're heartbroken.
Yeah.
Even right now.
Yeah.
Talking about it.
100%.
Yeah.
I still am from that. I really love that horse. First horse, but I'm here now.
Yeah.
And I've met you, and it's all synchronized together. Oh. So, you know, it's a beautiful journey in the end.
Yeah.
Tell me about, how did you end up in Supernatural? I know you've told that before on the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, what's the adventure towards that for you?
I don't know if it's like worth mentioning as any kind of achievement. But as a little kid, I did love Supernatural. Like watching it. Looked up to the brothers and what the kinds of adventures they go on. I was in Vancouver from 2016 to 2019, and over there they film lots of American shows. They use Vancouver as the location for American cities.
Okay.
And you don't know it's Vancouver. You just think
Oh,
it's
really?
somewhere in America.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to film in Canada.
Right. Yeah.
So a lot of American productions go there, and it's good for actors to be based in Vancouver. I went for a lot of auditions.
What did it take to end up getting these auditions? Or like, how did you feel?
Yeah. You put a tape. It's kind of like this framing. I'm tied up, and I was doing this. So you don't
Oh, wow.
you don't see my hands, but I'm in complete fear of my life. And I'd be like, no, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. Completely petrified about this guy trying to kill me.
Did you pull that from a certain place in your life to get to that point? Or do you have that naturally to just...
Yeah, when it comes to pain and suffering and fear and anger, those emotions come very naturally to me. I can feel like the wound, the cut through my body and blood coming out. And,
oh, wow.
Something that it's just I can naturally feel.
Yeah.
Much easier for me than, let's say, actually feeling really happy.
Right.
You know,
right. Okay.
The pain and suffering comes easier to me. So yeah, I tapped into that and committed to the scene, and I think they really liked it, and I went in for a callback a couple of days, 2 days later. The second time around when I went into audition for that role, they had the director there.
Okay. Oh, wow. So it's more pressure.
More pressure. Yeah. And again, I connected and went for it. He said he really loved it. When I got the role afterwards, leading up to that point, I think this is 2018, I had been in Vancouver for close to 2 years at that point, and it was a validation that I felt like, Berlin, I'm actually getting recognized.
You can do this.
I can possibly do this.
Yeah, because you came from...
To go on a show, and my character wasn't just like Asian boy.
Right,
Another dead person.
Okay.
My character's called Nathan in the show. So to get that role and to do it in an American accent, it was kind of like I put a lot of work into it and just felt that I was recognized for something. Yeah.
How do you pull out an American accent like that?
I did see a coach.
Okay,
What really switched for me, listen to vowels. Vowels. Okay. So like if we look at your lyrics, right? Yeah. Like I've been so lost. Yeah. It's just say I've been so lost, right? Right. The American vowels, the main ones will be a, e, I, o, u. I've been. We say been. Yeah. But they don't say been. They say the B-E-E-N becomes like B-I-N. Ben.
I've been.
Ben. Like it's like B-E-N. Yeah. Ben. Okay. There's IPA. Have you heard of IPA?
No.
International Phonetics Alphabet. If you look in the dictionary, most dictionaries, they have these like random little symbols, and they show vowel sounds. I kind of had to be analytical about it and look at words like say so, so O. The American vowel of O is O. O.
Ben,
O.
So.
And you look at the shape of the mouth and you shape it. So. And lost, we say lost. Yeah. But the standard American sound for lost, that it's an O, Lost. The vowel is more Last. Say lost. I would actually just break down every single word and then find the patterns. And then in my day-to-day life in Vancouver, when I was living there, I would just try and speak American all the time. I would never break into my normal Australian voice. I just stay in American the whole time.
That sounds fucking insane. Like that sounds like a superpower. What?
And it's actually
Turned into like a full movie star. Just said like I don't know what it is. That
but
American
it's
accent.
kind of like you being immersed in riding horses and riding them and practicing them and breathing everything there is to know about horses. And you say like you do people do an hour a week, yeah. But you did 4 hours a day at least every day, right? So for me, it was like, aside from when I'm asleep,
it was like 24.
10, 12 hours, I would just try and speak like this the whole time. And I was doing it really badly, but it didn't matter. I just kept
at it. That's epic.
So, after a while, not after, like people really thought I was like from America or from Canada. They did not know I was from Australia.
That is epic.
Yeah. So I was just stayed in character, and it's kind of interesting.
When you do that, I literally feel like I'm talking to someone from America. Like
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. The whole idea is to be believable. Yeah, to not question if the person's like faking it or something.
No, 100%. You are.
Okay, now I'm back to myself. So.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's some epic voice acting. I would love to learn that, but then I feel like when you live there, it'd be easier to
yes,
pick up.
immersion.
Yeah.
You really like committed and tapped into that, into the horse industry.
Going to Canada, and I know you came from, I think you were doing accounting or something?
I was, yes.
Yeah. And then you take the leap of faith and go to another country and then end up getting that role.
I hundreds. I would have like 500. Hundreds of rejections, hundreds of auditions I've done that I never hear back from.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess that's part
so
of
when you do get one, then it does. It's like yes.
Yes, this is it.
Yeah, I am underplaying it, but yeah, I'm underplaying like relief, I guess, of getting the job.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. Like just not giving up. You know, sometimes you just gotta keep going, keep trying, and I'm learning that now too. And now I feel like everyone's in a struggle right now with the way the world is, with the recession and everything that's happening. But we've got to keep going. Got to keep trying. Hundreds of times we might get rejected, whatever, but eventually we'll reach the top. All right, so this is the story. We didn't plan this.
Yeah.
But Berlin had a sing lesson. So we were like, you know what, we'll just add it into the podcast. We'll just do it together. Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Recording in progress.
Hey, Rached.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
The mic.
Maybe my daughter played with my mic. I don't normally turn that one.
This is my friend Jecerey.
Hey, nice to meet
Hey,
you.
how are you? I'm Rached.
Nice to meet you, Rached.
Are you a singer too?
I want to learn. I'm not the best singer, but I do write music.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, play guitar.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you guys are similar then.
Yeah, similar. Yes, that's it. Rached's been really inspiring to me and a great teacher to me.
That's beautiful.
For a while. So.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Hope
Yeah,
we can do this.
we've spent a few years together. Yeah.
Rached's also really amazing at R&B.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah. My YouTube channel is called R&B Singing Lessons, and that's how people usually find me through that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I teach like everything, but that's I just wanted to put a focus in there so people would be like, like a particular style, you know.
Yeah, there's like a niche that you can tap into.
Yeah, because some teachers are like really niche, like musicals or different kind of stuff.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so I read a song. All right, it's you can give me some direction on how I can make this better.
Or you'll force me to get better. We'll see.
We met last month only.
Okay.
And it was at it's a spiritual retreat. Spiritual retreat.
Oh, yeah.
And by the third day, everyone there were kind of like going through some breakthroughs or their own personal journeys healing. I happened to see Jecerey from afar. He was sitting down out in nature on the grass, and it looked so beautiful from afar next to a caravan with leaves and a tree, and he was playing the guitar. And I walk up to him and I hear him playing the music, and he had just started writing this, and I was the first one to hear him play this song.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So after I finished it, he came up and I sang it to him from the soul, I guess.
Nice. Lovely. Your original sound on Berlin?
Yeah.
I've been so lost, don't know why, can't really find a home, and I can't feel my heart so far apart, 'cause lately I've been so cold. Where are the souls that feel it all? Pain to let it go, 'cause I love you, want you to be free, and I love you, want you to be with me. I forgot where my home was for a long, long time. It was right inside my heart, that's where I'm gonna find, 'cause I love you, want you to be free with me.
Ah, nice. Lovely. That's the whole thing?
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Very beautiful. Yeah. Sounds like I don't know, like uplifting. Sounds like a movie-ish kind of song. Very nice. Yeah.
Maybe make it into a movie one day.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. So you want advice on it or something?
Yeah,
Or-
definitely.
Yeah. Well, the writing is everything's great. Like guitar sounds complete to me. It's the way you're playing is very, like it feels complete and great. Yeah, the lyrics is nice. The vocals, you could like you could have a bit more variation in your strength. Sometimes it sounds like it's like a little like low on how much you're pushing.
Oh, okay, yep.
The level of it sounds similar the whole way through. So if you could have maybe more, so what I mean is it's really volume, like a volume variations.
Yeah.
So it will give, because you know you did that with the guitar. You changed to the dun 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 dun, and there's like a more build up feel. And you did it with your voice, but you can do it more than that.
Okay.
Because like you have like we all already have like levels of volume in us,
Yeah.
but when you're singing, you're not. It doesn't sound like you're accessing it.
Okay. I always feel like I hold back because I feel like I'm going out of tune or something.
Exactly. Yeah. It's because it's like a note. You're focusing so much on notes.
Right.
Whereas when you're speaking, it's not the same kind of thing. You're more used to. You know, you might use your yelling voice. You don't care because it's like not a note that's going to go wrong to a beautiful song. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, you just learn how to control your notes louder. So, sing the chorus again for me. 'Cause I love you, want you to be free, and I love you, want you to be with me. Great. So, as I love you, want you to be like that, be free like that. Yeah. So let's try to do that in a couple ways.
Okay.
So, 'cause I love you. Do that again. 'Cause I love you. Now go really quiet. 'Cause I love you.
'Cause I love you.
Good. Now do it really loud. 'Cause I love you.
'Cause I love you. I feel like I'm going out.
Hold that love note. Love. 3 seconds. Go.
Love.
That's
Wait,
it.
wait. Love.
Hear that volume? There? That Berlin just did? Yeah. Try to match that volume. Go.
3, 2, 1.
Same time.
Love.
Great. Just Jesse.
Love. I feel like I'm going out of tone.
Great. No, that's right. Yes, exactly. So that's something you're gonna you have to. You're not, but if you feel like you're about to, that means you're having to really think about that. So you want to practice it to get to the point where you feel comfortable holding it for a few seconds and it's not wavering.
Okay.
I can't. I didn't hear it waver, but definitely that's
My mind was wavering.
your mind is because you're thinking so much to make it happen. Yeah. So definitely holding notes at medium and loud volumes as a practice strategy. So you basically just play every note on the guitar and try to hold it for like 5 seconds and then move on. And when you try to hold it, you want to hold it with very as steady, like in your see it like really steady, like a straight line, like 'cause I like
'Cause I. And then when I get love.
'cause at least 3. Great. Now doing a loud volume. Volume. 'Cause. Now, there's something about when you start and you want to start at those louder volumes too sometimes. So you want to be like, k, 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 k. Hear the difference? I was kind of medium and then I got louder, but it's the same note. So try that. K, k, k.
Yeah.
Play your chord for the chorus. C. K. Oh, wait, it comes in before it, doesn't it?
'Cause I. Yeah.
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 So sing it.
'Cause I.
See there? 'Cause you did that voice. So try
yeah.
to do and I'm not saying don't ever use that.
Yeah.
I'm saying we're going to learn to have more than just that.
Okay.
So sometimes you want to be really gentle, like, 'cause I love you. And sometimes, 'cause I love you. There's like a different mood. Yeah. Yeah. So try the loud one while you play.
'Cause I love you. Want you to be free. Yeah.
Hold the one. One. And what's the chord that goes on the one? I think it's the second or fourth chord.
A minor.
All right. Play that and sing one over it.
One.
Good. Like that. Exactly. So again, that's how you help your tuning. One. Go. Yes. Yeah. So you're getting used to like being matching right on. Go for it, Jesse. Yeah.
Want.
Good. Now go soft to loud while playing. One.
Want.
That's it. Yeah. That'll help you. Yeah. Changing volume without changing pitch. Okay. So that's one thing with the volumes. And now try to do the chorus at full volume the whole way through. 'Cause I love you. Want the whole way while playing. Go.
3, 2, 1. 'Cause I love you. Want you to be free. And I love you. Want you to be with me.
Good. Beautiful. And now do it one more time. Really gentle. 'Cause I love you.
3, 2, 1. 'Cause I love you. Want you to be free. 'Cause I love you. Want you to be with me.
Nice. Great. See the contrast? Yeah. So you can like it helps you have more to choose from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, sometimes the stability of the notes wasn't really clear. Like it sounds like you need to sound like really sure when you go onto a note. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes it sounds like oh, it's like you're oh, going up to the note as opposed to boom, I'm right on the note immediately.
Okay. So
And
I'm
then
like coming in from like
yeah,
yeah.
it's got to be more clear. Boom, and as well when you're holding the note, that's got to hold as well. So let's go through a few of the
Uh,
yeah, let's go through a few of the notes, a few of the lines in the verse. Your video's doing.
okay. Yeah.
All right, so go from the beginning.
I've been so lost, don't know why, can't really find a home.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Start again.
I've been so lost, don't know
Okay,
why,
good. Now,
don't know.
good. So that been, is that the note that you're reaching? I've been.
Yeah. I've been.
Yeah, you got to get there a little earlier. I've been.
Yeah. That's what you mean by I'm doing that instead of hitting. Yeah.
Now, there's that little millisecond of time where I'm like, what note are you trying to do? I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's called, you're practicing the interval. You're going between the I and the bin and making that interval a bit more clear, a bit more like robotic. This note, then that note. I've been. So if you took out the words, it would be. Do that with a closed mouth.
I've been.
That's it. That's more clear. Now play and do that.
I've been so lost, don't know why, can't really find a home.
Great. One more time. Just I've been, but do it on like repeat 4 times. I've been. I've been.
I've been. I've been.
Good by yourself. One time.
I've been. I've been.
Now do it on a loud volume. I've been. Just to practice the different volume as well.
I've been.
Great. Perfect. That's it. Now hold the bin out. Bin.
I've been.
Finger pick as you do it.
I've been. I've been.
That's very clear. Yeah. Yeah. Very clear what you're trying to do now. Yeah. All right. So that's like, you got to go through that process on every single note. So every note is, yeah, so that when you go to sing it live or to record it in the studio, whatever you're going to do with it, or just, just play it for fun, you have less chances of error.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
so
I'm
more,
like surely hitting.
yes, it's hard to be perfect and never get anything wrong, but the goal is to practice so that we can reduce errors while we're live.
That really helps a lot. Yeah. And I'll work on that definitely.
Yeah, other than that, the other things would be like adding different kinds of skills to the vocals. So, for example, vibrato, falsetto, runs, range, those kinds of things.
Okay.
Yeah, like for example, I've been, like that's an example of vibrato. See what I did there? Yeah, like,
okay.
for example, I've been. Yeah, as opposed to yeah, that's very hard. Yeah, it's more intermediate, advanced. Yeah, yeah. So it's like been. You got to get used to that feeling. Try it. That's it. Yeah. So finger pick and hold that. If there's a beat and you're doing like, you want to do 4 in that beat, for example, or less, like, or 2, depending on how fast the beat is. So if you go, So if I'm taking your finger pick, that's it. Yeah, you get comfy, and then it'll get faster as you get comfortable with it, and you do it on like lots and lots of words.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another skill is like falsetto. So like using your falsetto to add more emotion on certain parts. So
Okay.
love you. Yeah, there it is. 'Cause I love you. Can you hear that? Yeah, as opposed to the love, as opposed to that. Or the, yeah. So falsetto, or you can add falsetto that isn't there to add emotion and add something to the melody or something else. It can be like, 'cause I love you, like that sort of a thing.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Let's try that. So that's a falsetto with, yeah, that's falsetto with the run. So which is what I was going to show you next. So runs are when you do quick notes. Free. So let's try that. Yeah. So how many notes are there? It's free. Try that.
Wow.
Yeah. And let's start with the first three. Free. 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 Great. And then E. Free. 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 That's it. Yeah. That was good. Yeah.
Hello everyone. 15 minutes before we close the library, so it's time to pack up.
So guys, that was the podcast,
Yep.
and we gotta go quickly wrap up and head to Berlin's place to finish off the
The lesson.
Yeah, that's it.
Did you have fun?
Definitely a lot
Yeah.
of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah. Should do
Thanks,
this
brother.
more, and I'm sure we'll do much more. Maybe we can.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
In the streets.
That's true.
Hopefully we can still hear each other somehow.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can.
All right. Play that bit for me. The. Cause I've been like that. Okay. So I was showing you falsetto run. So it'd be like, love, cause I love you, want you to be free. So let's try that. Free. Try that. Great. That's it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's another way you can look at it. Good. So that's like with the run, and the speed would be like free.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's it. So you can do falsetto or not. Free. Love you. Want you to be free. Yeah, that's how it would go. Free. Free. Around there, yeah. Yeah. Nice. Can you sing the second part for me? And I love you, want you to be with me. Okay, so there we can add a falsetto, like another one. Want you to be with me. Oh, try. Oh, try that. There it is. Yeah, yeah, nice feeling. Ah, yeah, that's it. And the run goes up, so it goes. Ah, that's it. Ah, with me. Ah, try that. With me. Yeah. With me. Ah, with me. Ah. Great. Yeah. Ooh, with me. Ah. That's a simple way without the run. Ah. Yeah, and it still fits. That's it. Yeah. So that's some ways. Another thing is range. So range is pushing your voice to its highest limit and its lowest limit in the yelling voice. So you know what we're like, I love you, but you don't sound like you're finished. Like you sound like you could go higher than that.
Okay.
So you can either add it into the song, or you can do improvisations, which use those higher parts. And the more of the skills that you use, the more complex the song might sound, and give it different like flavors, or however you want to call it, color, or make you sound more advanced. Yeah. So let me think of an example. Love you, want you to be free, and I love you, want you to be with me, be with me. Try that. Be with me. Yeah, nice. So you can hit that note. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Me. So it's the same as the run we did before. Yeah, with me. Yeah, and you can do it with vibrato. Yeah, so you can do it with me, just like that. That's nice. And then, beautiful. With me, with vibrato at the end. With me. Yeah, me. There you go. Yeah, nice. Me. Try that speed. Good. And how do we get into it? Want you to be with me. So, with me. Good. Beautiful. Yeah. So that's an octave jump. Woo. Yeah. Nice. With me. So you can take a. So you can add. So now we're adding all the elements together, right? To make that. Yeah. Nice. So you got me. Try that. Yeah, that's a bit harder, see? And that effort makes you feel like more emotional too. Yeah. Me. Yeah. With me. Yeah, good. Me. Me. Good. Okay, not quite that note. But you see, it's so that's what I'm pushing, because when I show my limit, it's more interesting. You know what I mean? So you see, I'm finding your limit, a note where it suits you. It's, yeah, to be like, okay, that's where your voice can go. Feels a bit more emotional. It's kind of like when they give like a speech in a movie or something. They use the yelling part in their voice sometimes. You know what I mean? Not always. And that's like when you're singing, it has that feeling too. So if you don't reach a particular note, it feels like, oh, I feel like I could have got more from you. Yeah, like you didn't go. Not every song has to go all the way, you know. But yeah, sometimes it's nice when it's an emotional thing like this to give it a little bit of that. So we did vibrato, range, falsetto, runs, and you know when you go from your chest to your falsetto, that's called blend. So we go me, me, me. That's blending, because you're going from one voice into the other without taking a break. As opposed to just going me, starting there. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, you might start there. Yeah, yeah. So all those things will add to the song.
Would be able to hear you do the second verse?
Forgot where my home was for a long, long time. Forgot where my home was for a long, long time. It was right inside my heart. That's where I'm gonna Inside my heart, that's where I'm gonna find. Forgot where my home was for a long, long time. It was right inside my heart, that's where I'm gonna find. Forgot where my home was for a long, long time. It was right inside my heart, and that's where I'm gonna find. I forgot, yeah, it's kind of like a harmony. I forgot where my home was for a long, long time. It was right inside my heart, that's where I'm gonna find. Find. Ooh. That's a nice one. That's Sharon's beat. Cause I love you. Cause I love you. Want you to be free. And I love you. Want you to be with me. There's some variations. Alright guys, thanks a lot. Nice to see you after a while. Thanks, Jesse. Enjoy. Say bye, Berlin.
Bye, Dylan.
Berlin.
Oh, bye, Dylan.
And Jesse.
Bye, Jesse.
Cute.
Thanks so much, Rached.
Thank you. Enjoy. See you guys.